Yo, so over the last few days, there's been some blog posts about MLB 21 on some different websites such as Push Square, GameSpot, and IGN. There was also an MLB 21 video posted on IGN's YouTube channel today, and then over the next few days, I'm going to try to cover, recap, and just summarize what was in these new pieces of information about MLB The Show 21. And today we're going to be focusing on the GameSpot article, specifically the portions that discuss Stadium Creator. I have a link down in the description to the article in case anyone wants to read the whole thing, which also covers the new play styles, onboarding experience, what goes into making the game, and a little bit more. If y'all could do me a huge favor, leave a like, subscribe for some more MLB The Show content, and comment down below what you're hoping to see from Stadium Creator. And before we hop into the video, I just want to mention that each new topic we'll be focusing on in this video will just begin with me reading directly from the GameSpot article. Number 1, you can do whatever you want. You can take the scoreboards from one stadium and move them somewhere else. You can have a stadium with 30,000 fans or 40,000 fans or 50,000. You can put a UFO in the parking lot if you want. He said if you wanted 250-story skyscraper in the foreground, you can. We try to do it all. It's a really robust feature, and we can't wait to see the type of creations people are going to create this year. This gets me really excited, and I'm wondering if 50,000 is the max amount of fans you can have, or if that's a random number that he threw out, because I know personally, I really want to have as many fans as possible, right? I would love to have like 100,000 or over 100,000 fans. And also, I can't wait to see just all the different types of props available, right? What's crazy to me is it sounds like we'll be getting a lot from just the Stadium Creator mode in general this year, and that has me just even more hopeful and excited for future versions of MLB The Show, where we should be getting even more. Like, this is only the first year. If we have a ton this year, I feel like we should be having way more than that next year. Number 2, in the real world, we have the pandemic. Stadiums are limiting the number of people who can go to games, if they're allowing people at all. Is the show going to replicate this experience in any way with limited numbers of fans in the stadium, or you're going to do anything to reflect what's going on in the real world? The answer is no. Our focus has always been on making the best MLB The Show 21 we can for all platforms and welcoming in our Xbox fans this year. To me, it kind of seemed here like maybe Ramon didn't realize exactly what the interviewer was asking, but either way, I'm personally, I guess, a little bit disappointed by this, right? I think it'd be pretty cool to have the option before loading into a game to choose 0 fans or maybe a percentage of fans, the capacity to allow at the ballpark. And as a content creator, I just think it'd be kind of cool to make up a storyline like a blizzard in Wisconsin, so they didn't allow any fans or no fans were able to make it to the game or something like that. But with all that being said, I feel like it's not a necessity or honestly even a feature that most people would use if they were able to choose to limit the capacity at a ballpark within MLB The Show. I just feel like it'd be kind of cool to at least have the option available, but I can see why they wouldn't put any time or resources into making that a thing. But also to me, you know, it doesn't seem like it would be too hard to choose. Yeah, 20% or 0%, 100%, anything like that. Number 3, the question is, the Stadium Creator mode is a big new addition this year. How wild of a park can I make? The answer is, we give you a lot of rope. Ha ha ha. We have been working on Stadium Creator for over 2 years, basically. We locked them in a room, and that's all they've been working on. They've done a fantastic job finally bringing this amazing feature to life, and it's only possible on the next-gen consoles. You can do whatever you want. You can take the scoreboards from one stadium and move them somewhere else. You can have a stadium with 30,000 fans or 40,000 fans or 50,000. You can put a UFO in the parking lot if you want. If you want a 250-story skyscraper in the foreground, you can. We try to do it all. It's a really robust feature, and we can't wait to see the type of creations people are going to create this year. I think it's crazy that they locked employees in a room. That seems illegal. This portion of the article gets me really excited, and even more excited for the next part that we're about to discuss. And as you might be able to tell, part of this response was covered earlier in this article and video, but I wanted to point out a couple things. First, Stadium Creator is unfortunately only available on next-gen consoles, and the fact that they've been working on it for over 2 years makes it sound like to me that there should be a ton of customization options, and I just can't wait to see what all of it's like and get my hands on the Stadium Creator tool. Number 4, the question is, the things that people make, they can be shared with others and people can play these other creations? Answer is yes. So with Create a Stadium, you can share, play, and edit all of the stadiums. You can share them with your friends. You can share them with the online community. They are also available online as well. So you can use Create a Stadium with Diamond Dynasty. However, we do have competitive balancing measures in there to make sure you're only playing in stadiums that will make sense and you won't end up playing against any monstrosities that are maybe a bit too crazy. That first line is probably what I'm most excited about. The fact that you can share, play, and edit all of the stadiums has me really wanting to do a new series here on the YouTube channel. I want to have y'all design like the craziest, best, most amazing ballparks that you can, and maybe feature the best ones every week in a video. I think that would be a lot of fun, and you might even be able to, through that, find new parks that you want to download and that you yourselves want to play at. And then the second part of the segment is just reassuring. It's nice to know that you'll be able to use created stadiums online, and it's even nicer to know that they're going to have balancing measures in place for modes such as ranked seasons or BR if you do want to use a custom stadium in one of those modes. Number 5, the question is, games with user-generated content can run into issues with griefing and basically bad people taking advantage of the tools. Do you have a system of moderation, and how are you going to respond to the percentage of people who will be jerks? Answer is, so we have a system to report problematic stadiums and games. We just ask the community, hey, when you see that, report it. We'll review it and we'll deal with those situations accordingly. And this one's pretty self-explanatory, but it's just nice to know that they'll be on the lookout for problematic stadiums and have a moderation system in place. Number 6, the question is, Stadium Creator is exclusive to next gen, but is that to prioritize next gen, or is that because of what's happening under the hood? It's just not possible on last gen. And the answer is, we prioritize all gens: PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, Xbox One, Xbox Series X and S. Stadium Creator was just only possible on the next gen platforms. I'm really glad that they talked about this, because I know a lot of people, including myself, are frustrated and wondering why Stadium Creator is only going to be available on next gen consoles. And I know it sucks to hear, but there had to be a reason for it, and maybe a reason we haven't had this feature in the past. And their answer seems to be that it was only possible to be a feature on next gen platforms. Last but not least, number 7, the question is, to wrap up, what is it about this year's game that you're personally very excited about and you really want fans to see and appreciate come April? Answer, I think it's everything. The fact that we're multi-platform for the first year. We're on 4 different consoles. Last year we were only on 1, and that was our gargantuan undertaking. We were finally able to bring the most requested fan feature in probably the last 10 or 15 years, Stadium Creator, and it's a fully fledged mode. There are over 1,000 props in there. They worked so hard on that feature over the last few years, and we can't wait to see what people create. I feel like this kind of piggybacks off number 6, the last one we talked about a little bit. The fact that Stadium Creator has been one of, if not the most requested feature over the last 10 or even 15 years, makes me think that they probably tried to put it on previous gen consoles and that it just wasn't possible with the technology on those previous consoles. And then they mentioned that there's over 1,000 props within Stadium Creator, and I can't wait to just explore every single option. And I'm also hoping that you can unlock special ones, right, for going 12-0 in BR, making World Series and ranked seasons, maybe winning the World Series and franchise, or winning the MVP award and Road to the Show. I just hope there's ways to earn special and unique props, and I think that'd be a lot of fun to have something like that to work towards, or that someone could be the away team in your ballpark and see, oh my god, this guy has gone 12-0 20 times, look at that banner. I just think something like that would be really cool. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you did enjoy this video and hopefully learned something new or got some clarifications at least on certain Stadium Creator aspects. And some of the footage that you probably saw during this video, I think should have come from the video I was talking about during the intro, which I'll hopefully be recapping that video just like this article in the next few days. I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day. Thank you again for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.